Juan, we talked about this a while back in terms of, I think this was a heated debate Chris and I had going into the season, and Blaine was on there too, I think. Talking about the expectations for this Texas A&M team. And I just said there comes a point where you're paying the guy as much as you're paying the guy. It's great to say we're young. It's great to say this or that, but the thing is, like the SEC, you guys know, like it's results. You got to win games, and at a certain point, the standard for A&M does not become losing 4 games in a season. It becomes we're paying you a lot of money to go out and beat Nick Saban and win the West. And I think again, I'm not an A&M fan, but I mean, like I'm just saying, like I don't, Chris, you can tell me what you think at this point, like where things are now. Because again, it's not like they're walking into this game as the favorite or anything, but that's the problem, right? And I know they lost one of their top playmaker, Smith, for the season, but and that's just a tough break. And you can point back to that, and I'm sure we'll talk about it as we do like the reflection on their season. But some things are out of your control when you're a coach, but at the same time, you're getting paid a lot of money. And if they lose 4 games this season or something like that, there's clearly, I think, still going to be a lot of frustration. So,
Okay, you remember what I said before the season. I called out this exact scenario. I said, look, I understand that everybody is excited about what A&M has, but you have a little bit of uncertainty at quarterback, and more than that, you've got a lot of really young guys. The whole class may be 5 stars and high 4 stars, but they are freshmen. They are doing this for the first time. They are going up against the SEC West. And I asked the question, what happens if this is not the, 10-2 or what everybody was expecting? Well, we've already gotten to that point. And I still don't know that we've got a resolution on the what if, because let's try this on for size. You decide you are moving on from your head coach. You owe him, what was it, $91 million?
86, I think, is what it is.
I mean, what's $5 million among?
I mean, you can go buy yourself. And I'm just kidding.
It's
Yeah.
true. You could buy a YouTube channel.
We got.
I know one that would.
Listen, if you want to sponsor us for that
Right.
extra $5 million, Jimbo, you go right ahead. Although I don't think he's going to be sponsoring us anytime soon. But
Okay, so then you do the so what? How many of those kids hit the portal?
yeah, I mean, how many of those
So
kids hit the portal
you're
anyways?
paying a coach $86 million not to coach. You're going to go find somebody else, probably pay that guy what? Minimum of 7-8 mil a year for at least 5-6 years. You got that check to write. You got a recruiting class that starts bleeding in the portal potentially. I mean, that I get that.
Oh, this is a funny one for a lot of different reasons, but
I'm going to go out on a limb and say yes, we would.
Absolutely. We are full on selling the channel. We're going to state that right now. We love you guys, but we don't love you that much. For 86 million, we'll bring all you guys to the island somewhere. So, yeah.
The island with the moat.
Oh, man. I had a response to that, but that threw me off. I can't remember what I was going to say. I'll remember in a second.
My point is, I get everybody wants him gone. I get all the reasons, but then you have to deal with the what if, the what comes next. And I don't know what that's a problem. I mean,
yeah.
I get it's a problem. He is not meeting expectations, but you got him.
Oh,
you've got issues whichever way you turn.
Well, guess what, Chris? There's a bigger issue coming in 2025 or earlier, and that is when Texas comes into this league. And you want to talk about results? If you're losing 4 games a season, I don't care where Texas is right now. That's irrelevant at this very moment. But I think there's talk about the pressure on that Texas A&M job. You can say what you want, man. When Texas gets in this league, that pressure is going up even further because you finish below Texas in whatever the conference alignment looks like, the West or whatever it's going to be. Good luck, man, because that's going to be I'm not saying it's going to be an Alabama-Auburn situation, but there is a lot of money at stake. There's a lot of pride on the line, and that is going to be an interesting scenario. Maybe that's the better bet. I think if we made our bets right now, is Jimbo Fisher the coach when Texas joins the conference? Guys, what do you think in the
Okay.
chat? Do you think Jimbo Fisher is the coach of Texas A&M by the time Texas gets here? Which again, what is it? It's supposed to be. Is it 2025 or I know they're talking about like some kind of process, but
Yeah, I
whatever
mean,
it is.
as far as I know, it's 25, but I'm gonna.
Interesting thought, right?
That is. I don't know
Interesting
how,
thought.
but I'm gonna say no.
Mm. Well, that's what 3 more seasons. So yeah, we'll see.